Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. Today I wanted to share with you a little bit of an unconventional way to memory keep. A little bit of a lazy way to memory keep, a little bit less stressful. And it completely happened by accident, and I just kind of wanted to share with you what this is about. So memory keeping doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be overly decorated. It doesn't have to be all kinds of flips, flaps, pockets. It doesn't have to be all of that. It can just be pared down and super simple. And I don't know if you guys remember, but these albums, this one we actually made in a video series. I will link that video series up here if you want to check it out. And then this was the prototype. And this was from the Basically Amazing. I'm pretty sure this was just the foundations. I had the foundations and that might be it. No, I had the foundations and the photo mats out. I'm pretty sure. But we made these albums and I wanted to show you what I've done and why I've done it. Okay, so I don't even know where to start. With my grandchildren, I like to print pictures with them. Let me show you what I mean. I have this Canon selfie printer, and they love to watch the pictures come in and out, and then they love to see themselves. I guess I could show you. Let me find a picture real quick. Let me move the album out of the way. Let me find a picture. Let me find one from maybe this weekend. You want to see something super cute? Look at this. I don't have the volume on, but I had my grandson last week. And he loves to help, and I was doing some trimming in my garden. I want y'all to see this. How cute is this? He filled up his little wheelbarrow, and now he's going to the compost, which, don't make fun of my compost. It's growing tomatoes. It is what it is, but it's not the cutest thing ever. Oh, did you hear my dog? Sorry about that. Okay, sorry. All right, moving on. I'm trying to find a picture. Oh, okay, I'll print this picture. So here he is. He's eating whatever it is that he's eating out of the garden, okay? So I'm going to send this picture to print. I think that's the right print. I have two prints in my... Okay, then I'm going to pick Canon selfie, and then I'm going to hit print. So sometimes it takes a minute for it to, our Wi-Fi, we've been having a lot of trouble with our Wi-Fi lately. So, do I have my, I don't even have this on here correctly. Wow. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to see it. So we'll just sit here and wait. I'll fast forward through this part. Okay, so here it goes. It's going to pull the paper in, and it's going to put each layer of color down separately. So we're just going to let it do its thing. Right, so now we have our picture. Right, so I like to print these pictures with the kids, and they love it. They sit there and they look at them, and they destroy them sometimes. I keep them in a box that I've got sitting downstairs. I've got a ton of photos that we print. And so what you do is you snap these pieces off like this, and you've got you a photo. Now, I will tell you, if you're interested, I'll link that printer down below, but if I will tell you, if you're interested, that it's not a true 4x6. So I have several printers, and one of them is like another Canon, and it's not a selfie, it's a big printer. And this is a 4x6 from that printer, and this is the 4x6 we just printed, and it's not a true 4x6. Can you see that? So the one behind it is a 4x6. So it's this one's a little shorter, a little skinnier, but if that doesn't bother you, then no worries. So what I would do is we usually leave them sitting there on the printer. It's down there where, you know, it's at their level, and I don't know, we just kind of collect. And a lot of times I use these for the ornaments that I make, the mini album ornaments. And I'll separate them out, and I'll be like, well, this is beans, and this is maize, and you know, we'll go on and on and on. And then I had gotten so many photos. And then there's also photos that are just random, that could have just been we found from a long time ago, like Christmas stuff, or people send you photos, or you find photos from when your kids were little, or I don't know, just random photos just sitting around randomly. I will throw in this basket, or this box here that I got. I don't even remember where I got it, but isn't it cool? It had like 3 different sizes. Anyway. So anyway, a lot of random things just get stuffed in this box. So I was like, well, what am I going to do with all these pictures? Besides putting them in an album, but I didn't want to take the time to sit there and sort them out and put them in order and all of that stuff, you guys, because, you know, a lot of us just don't have time to do that. Now, if you have an event or it's Christmas and you printed all your pictures, you can put them in your Christmas album and it's perfect, right? Or if you pre-make your Christmas album and you know, these are the shots that I want to make sure I get, a family photo, Christmas tree before or after pictures, you know, things like that. We have where we do a gingerbread house competition between the kids. It's fun, that kind of thing, right? So if you pre-built your album, you pre-made it, you know what photos you want, then you take those photos, then you print those photos, you put them in your album. But a lot of times we make albums and we're like, we don't know what to do with it. So this was a prototype. This one we actually made on camera, I guess. Which one am I still working in? I think I'm still filling this one up. So I want to show you what I've done. This is obviously the front photo. Do you guys remember this album? Do I have anything on the back? No. We used, sorry about my dog. She's still got that cone on. Her little wound on her tush where they removed the tumor, it popped back open. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what to do. I'm kind of at my wit's end here. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help her. Anyway, so she's bumping into everything. So anyway. Okay, so this album, I think I've already filled most of it pretty much with photos. And they're just random photos. And there is no rhyme or reason. Like, these are just sitting here. Like, this, you know, why would I print that other than for my grandchildren, correct? You know, this is, they love Mickey and Minnie. And we've got some just sitting around the yard, you know, so when they walk around, they're like, oh, hey. Like this from 2010. This was, I don't even remember where I found this in the house, but I just threw it in the basket, and I'll end up putting it somewhere, but it's a magnet. So I've just got it stuck right there. But if you see, I just go through and I removed the 3x4 photo mat placeholder thingamabob that we had there and stuck a picture. So again, these are in no order at all. This was when my son was super young, and this is when he's married with kids. So there's just no order at all, no rhyme or reason. But because I had all these pictures and I want to be able to look at them, I just started stuffing them in the albums in any way, anywhere they would fit, you know. This picture here is from 2008. This is my youngest son when he played football, right? I mean, it's just, This was my oldest son when he's in high school. I think he might have been a junior here, right? So it's just, there is no rhyme or reason. That's all I'm trying to say. This was Christmas 2021. You know, it perfectly fit here. These are, look, this is from 2003. Okay, that's me. And then there's my youngest, and there's my oldest, and then this was my brother's dog, right? Sometimes you can get your printer to print two to a 4x6 photo, which is fun. So that's what those two are. You know, these were things that I sent out when my oldest son graduated. I sent pictures of both of them in, you know, the graduation invitation, 2018, right? I mean, so you kind of get my point here, is that this one here, for example, this was a 5x7 photo mat, and I stuck a 4x6 photo on top. So there's a few things I wanted to point out to you guys here. This right here, here's another reason why I use 3x4 photo mats as well. This was a 4x6 photo. I'm gonna scoot you in. I'm gonna have to change my battery. This was a 4x6 photo, and I cut it down. Sorry, I cut it down to be a 3x4 because there was a whole bunch of noise in the background, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff back there that I didn't care to see. This is my youngest son and his girlfriend. I don't know why he's sitting on her hip, but anyways. So I cut it down to a 3x4. So I get that question a lot. Well, why do you use so many 3x4 photo mats? Everybody uses 4x6. Yeah, I get it. Everybody prints 4x6 photos. But a lot of times, there's a lot of ambiance that's not necessary that you can cut down to a 3x4. So that's a lot of times what happens. Same here. This was a 4x6 photo. And actually, it was probably in a different shape, but I just wanted this little image right there. So, and then this is a 4x6 photo, right? So these are actual real photo corners. This is not using my photo mats, but that's how we made this album back then. And if you want to see how I did all of this, how we put the tissue and everything, check out that playlist that I linked. I need to change my battery. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I got me a fresh battery. So, back to what I don't even know what I was saying. Let me skip back just a hair. So, things like this, like photo strips, photo booth strips, they fit on these little smaller pages. I had to cut these down, and even though there wasn't photo mats here, it was actually meant for writing, like in the beginning here. I didn't put anything on this, but it looked like this, so it's meant for jotting down information. But instead, I put the skinnier photos. Like I cut this one down. I actually may have cut this one for one of the mini album ornaments, and I had too many, so I just stuck it here. So I just kind of just wanted to show you that these are all over the place, but it doesn't matter. I'm still getting a kick out of looking through photos that we've taken, and no matter what order it is. And I could, if I wanted to, I could come back and label which kid this is and which year I think it might have been, but I probably won't. Like, there's my youngest when he graduated, which, you know, bless their hearts, they didn't get any of the traditional stuff, you know, that you do when you graduate. But anyway, so there's a 5x7 there, and then here's his girlfriend. I better make sure I blur that out. So here's his longtime girlfriend, her graduation invitation picture. I stuck it in here. And you'll notice if the pictures are facing the wrong way, I try to make sure they're all facing. So like if you was to, like these two, for example, I still wanted them in the book, right? But I have to turn the book this way to see them upright. So every time this happened, I made sure that they're facing the same direction so that I turn the book. I only have to turn the book the one way. I don't have to go back and forth, back and forth. I do, that is, I guess, one of the things I do to help organize things. But like this was the first picture I took of my granddaughter. I was actually in the room when she was born, and I took that picture. Isn't she beautiful? Okay. Anyways, so there's my grandpuppy. Yeah. So I just went through These were actually pictures that I cut down to put in mini album ornaments from last year. Yeah. I would rather them be here than not be here. I don't care that they're in random order. Does that make sense? Let me know what you guys think about that. Oh, there was, I think that was last year's birthday, her birthday. Yeah. There's my husband, my 2 kids, my granddaughter, my mother-in-law. Anyway, so I wanted to show you this, and then I wanted to show you the other album. Okay, so here's another example. This was a 5x7 photo mat. I put a 4x6 photo on top. Oh, whoa. How long has it been like that? I apologize. I hope it wasn't like that for very long. Here is a 5x7 photo mat that I put a 4x6 photo on. So you just have to center it as best you can, or you know, try it as best you can. But yeah. So anyways, so here we go. We've got all these pictures. It's stuffed full, and then yeah, it's like, okay, well that one's full. And the kids love it because they can sit and look through the pictures. I sometimes have to fight the littlest, you know, my grandson, because he'll want to mess with that a lot. I have to tell him, no, 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 right? So, yeah. Anyways, so here's a bunch of pictures. Me and my hubby. Yeah. Even back here, I've got a picture stuck in here because I wanted to put this somewhere. I'll probably end up putting it in the next album. But this is my mom's dog, Lucy. She's the one who only has 3 legs. I don't know if you can see. There she is. Sorry about that glare. That's my mom's dog, Lucy. And then that's my grandpuppy. So anyway, I just want to add these somewhere. I'm probably going to have to put that in the next album. So right there's the one album I filled up. And then here was the prototype that I had made before we made that one on camera. Let's go back just a little bit. And so I've started filling this up. There's nothing here, I don't think, with those yet. But again, these here were for the mini album ornaments that I make. And I had too many pictures. So I stuck them in any place that I could find space. Oh, there's my babies. There's both my babies and my grandbabies. So again, they're all in. Oh look, there's a little Minnie Mouse. I don't know if you can see her. Whoops, go in. Whoop. I don't know how to work my camera apparently. There's a little Minnie Mouse right there tucked into the landscaping. Can you guys see right there? I don't know if you can. She's just tucked in there. As my granddaughter was pointing her out to me like, looky, looky. Here's a 3x4 photo mat that I put a smaller picture on. So you just kind of have to just wing it sometimes, right? This was just a blank space. I found a couple pictures, cut them down equally to fit into spaces. This is a 3x4 photo mat here, and this picture was cut down for the mini album ornament, so I didn't use it, put it in here. I might have used it. I might have just had more than one. Sometimes I do that too, where I print too many. Yeah, so like this is cute. Like look, I had these 2 already cut down, again, for the mini album ornaments. But then I had these 2 pictures. These were 4x6 photos that I was like, well, there's a bunch of nonsense on both sides, so I'll just cut it down to the same width as these, and it just looks like it was meant to be that way. You know what I mean? And again, I always try to turn my photos. If I have to turn them sideways, I make sure I turn them the same way. So, yeah. So anyway, this one, again, I did the same thing here where I took 4 photos and cut them down to the same size, the same width, and the same height, and stuck them on this full page. So, let's see, what else I wanted to point out. Here is a 5x7 photo mat. Look at, there's Mickey Minnie. And I cut down 4 photos. these two are the same height and these two are the same height, but I just made it to where it looks nice as a, you know, as a set of 4 photos as a layout. Same here for the 5 by, a lot of times we don't print 5x7 photos, but I put a bunch of 5x7 photo mats in this album. So, and then there's the 4x6 photos. These were printed again on that one printer. It does sometimes print a border. It just really depends on what software you're using, whether you're going through your phone or directly to the print. Anyway, if you get one, you'll have to learn it. You'll have to do your own research. Oh, this was when we went to California, a California trip. So most of our pictures were taken on our phone, so they're this way. I could have chopped this down to a 3x4 photo, but I wanted that ambiance. I wanted the background on that. So we printed off just a bunch of pictures from there, me and him. That was our 30th wedding anniversary, you guys. Can you believe that? Look how awesome my husband looks. We've been married 30 years, and he looks amazing. Yep. I didn't hardly wear any makeup, so no judging, no judgment, you guys. Okay. All right. So here I am making homemade pasta with my granddaughter. There I am with my hubby. All right. So anyways, so you get the point. You get the point. I've taken and replaced all the photo mats. Look at that little stinky, cutie little stinker butt there. I don't think I have anything in here yet. So I'll just take a picture. Like, I haven't even put this one in yet. I'll just take a picture and I'll find an empty spot for it. So if I wanted to put this one somewhere, I can just look. Can I put it this way? You know, can I have it upright? I could. If I wanted to, I could put it here. There's another picture that's kind of waiting for a spot, so that's 5x7. I could put that there if I wanted to. These are the same. I think I just ran out of adhesive when I was going, or I was thinking, well, maybe I could put more than one photo, you know, per 5x7 photo mat. Like, there's my granddaughter there. See, that was another, you know, 4x6 photo that I stuck, even though it's not in any order. And there's another one. I could put this here if I want to. I could put it here. And see, here's a whole bunch of photo mats turned this way. So I try to keep, like, if I can find a landscape photo, I'll try to stick, look at that. I'll try to stick the landscape photo there, like this one. This was my daughter-in-law took this picture of my granddaughter. So what I would do, in this case, I would take out the placeholder card and I would stick. And now this is not a true 4x6 photo, so it's going to be real loosey-goosey in here. So now I've just added a landscape photo to there. So then I keep these because you never know. Could use them for something. But then if I had two photos that I wanted to go here, I would make sure they were both that direction. Does that make sense? Okay, so here's a good spot to stick that photo. I'm gonna remove that place photo here and stick him here. Oops. And if there were already like my photo mat essentials or my add-on photo mats that have the faux photo corners and the mat and everything, I would just chomp the corner and glue it down. So yeah, I forget why I didn't add those other photos in here. It's very weird, but I'm sure I had my reasons. So then I'll go through and pick, like there's my granddaughter in the garden. So maybe I'll put her here. And it just doesn't matter. Does that make sense? There is no rhyme or reason. I don't even know if this is this. Yeah, it's this year because there's some echinacea. I have a raised bed garden. My husband has a normal, regular, you know, in the ground garden. But all right, you guys, I just kind of wanted to share all of this fun stuff with you because a lot of times we don't think to just, what's in here? Oh, a lot of room for a lot of photos. A lot of times we don't think to just go for it just put our pictures in anywhere randomly. This way we can look at them. I mean, you can look at them this way too, but this isn't near as fun as looking at them, you know, in an album where you can just sit there and flip through the photos. So, but anyway, so I just kind of wanted to share. Let me know what you guys think. I will link that photo printer down below. I will link the album series that we made this down below. And yeah, just kind of let me know what your thoughts are. Do you memory keep sometimes this way? It doesn't always have to be super organized, you know? So yeah, all right, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and also make sure that you're subscribed. I was told yet again that people are being unsubscribed to my channel, so check to make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Ring that bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. All right, you guys, I will see you guys next time. Bye.